serve you well. Another time. Good. Another time. Another time. Got the door again, Flissa.
Nice work with those supplies. The Smiths can use them to fit our troops with better gear. Might not affect you much, but our recruits will have better chances next time some monster flies out of a rift.
Farewell.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just. Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will is written. Is that what you want from us? Blood? To die so that your will is done? Is death your only blessing?
You speak for Andraste, no? What does the Maker's prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game?
How is this a game?
Do you see the sky? What about the temple ruins? The bones lying in the dust? Even if you didn't support the Divine's peace, you wouldn't call this right. Who could? So many innocent lives. The faithful murdered where the holiest of holies once stood. If the Maker willed this, what is it if not a game or a cruel joke?
Don't ask me. I'm as baffled as you are.
You probably don't even worship the Maker. Lucky. He asks a lot. The Chantry teaches that the Maker abandoned us. He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all. Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
I'm sorry. Her death has clearly hit you hard.
Not just me. All of us. She was the Divine. She led the faithful. She was their heart. If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the Divine, helping people. But now she's dead. It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker meant nothing.
Maybe you have another purpose. I could help you find it.
No, this is my burden. I regret that I even let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. It won't happen again. Come. To work, then. We will speak later.
research in the nave wishes to verify that the infected...
The Inquisition cannot remain on this. She can't prove it was founded on Justinian's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked her life to slow the magic of the breach. Mistress Lavelan, this is the Marquis d'Aurelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. House d'Aurelion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
Demons are pouring from the sky, and you're worried about land claims.
Haven is the d'Aurelion's rightful property.
Has Empress Selene officially acknowledged your possession of Haven? I was unaware Her Imperial Majesty had conferred with Ferenden's monarchs on this matter.
The Empress has not yet had the opportunity to do so.
We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
I'll think on it, Lady Montilyet. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Let's hope his arrogance doesn't return. Even should he leave, the Marquis will share his thoughts on us upon his return to Battle Royale. Every guest we receive, and we will receive them, will spread the Inquisition's story. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible. The Inquisition is lucky to have you as an advocate, Lady Montilyet. Thank you. Let us hope so. Thedas's politics have become agitated as of late. I hope to guide us down smoother paths. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
You're the Herald. Or, well, the one they're calling the Herald, anyway. I hope the Inquisition can restore order soon. I never really wanted to leave the Circle. My name is Maeve. I research demons and other creatures. Seeker Pentagast and I use what I find to help the soldiers fight them.
I found something the demons left behind. Can you use it?
Yes, that's very helpful. Just leave it there and the Tranquil and I will examine it.
Though you had granted them...
You were saying something about... Cullen?
Yes. Haven has limited space for our soldiers to train. Perhaps we could set up something over here.
Let us begin.
All right.
Let's see what we have.
of Andraste. I've heard the stories. Everyone has. We know what you did at the breach. It's odd for a Dalish elf to care what happens to anyone else, but you'll get no backtalk here. That's a promise. Inquisition Scout Harding, at your service. All of us here, will do whatever we can to help.
Harding, huh? Ever been to Kirkwall's Hightown?
I can't say I have. Why?
You'd be Harding and... No, never mind.
Ugh.
What's the situation out here in the hinterlands?
We came to secure horses from Redcliffe's old horsemaster. I grew up here, and people always said that Dennett's herds were the strongest and the fastest this side of the Frostbacks. But with the Mage Templar fighting getting worse, we couldn't get to Dennett. Maker only knows if he's even still alive. Mother Giselle's at the crossroads helping refugees and the wounded. Our latest reports say that the war's spread there too. Corporal Vale and our men are doing what they can to help protect the people, but they won't be able to hold out very long. You best get going. No time to lose.
This might interest you, sir.
What is it?
This may be worthwhile.
Mother Giselle should be somewhere nearby.
Inquisition forces. They're trying to protect the refugees.
Looks like they could use a hand.
Hold. We are not apostates.
I do not think they care, Seeker.
They can take you.
We are not Templars. We mean you no harm.
Doesn't look like they're listening.
Be ready. More coming our way.
how's it going? Just had my mic turned off there while no one was here yet. How you doing today?
It's done.
Not too bad at all. Thought I'd take my turn at playing an Elvish Archer. So this is Talia.
Their magic is...
Turn to noble purpose. Their magic is surely no more evil than your blade.
What?
Hush, dear boy. Allow them to ease your suffering.
Mother Giselle.
I am. And you must be the one they are calling the Herald of Andraste.
Is that why you asked for me? The Chantry has already...
I did make her a night ago, but I messed up when during creation I picked the wrong voice for her, so the other voice was really like deep, so I really didn't like it, so I wasn't doing any videos with her until I was able to get to the Black Emporium and change it over.
Some of them are grandstanding, hoping to increase their chances of becoming a new divine. Some are simply terrified. So many good people.
Yeah, I thought she looks kind of like a archer. Rogue is kind of neat, because usually I don't really play rogues, and this will be handy for me to break into all those rooms that I always miss out on.
What happened was horrible.
Fear makes us desperate, but hopefully not beyond reason. Go to them. Convince the remaining clerics you are no demon to be feared. They have heard only frightful tales of you. Give them something else to believe.
That won't just make it worse.
Because you are not human?
That too.
Let me put it this way. You needn't convince them all. You just need some of them to doubt. The power is the unified voice.
Yeah, my mage account is getting pretty far now, but I don't know, I just wanted to try something different for a little bit, you know, I didn't want to get too stale playing that character. So I figured I'll play this for a little bit, then go back to the other story and just do a couple little back and forths.
It's good of you to do this. I honestly don't know if you've been touched by fate, or sent to help us, but I hope. Hope is what we need now. The people will listen to your rallying call, as they will listen to no other. You could build the Inquisition into a force that will deliver us, or destroy us. I will go to Haven, and provide Sister Leliana the names of those in the Chantry who will be amenable to a gathering. It is not much, but I will do whatever I can.
Me too. I think with her I might go with the Templars. I think I might make her, you know, a little more hesitant about magic, because she's Dalish and she knows, like, stuff about the Fade and... I'm thinking I might get Vivienne as my mage. Thinking about it anyway. Not sold on anything yet. Dorian's pretty fun, and also, well, to be honest, I've never really used Solus. And I think that would be interesting to do with an elf character. But at the same time, I don't want to, you know, buff him all up. Let's get those hunger pangs.
You do not?
What was the Divine's plan? Bring everyone together and hope really hard they would...
That's the last of the bread. Going to be a long, hungry night.
These people need food.
crams out in the hills. Good eating, cooks easy, and no lords around to kill you for poaching. Too dangerous to go hunting down. More likely to find mages than luck.
Good luck.
Luck won't confound your ribs.
I suppose you're right.
I'll ask around again tomorrow.
Thank you.
You're with the Inquisition. Corporal Vale, thanks for your help. The Mages and Templars don't seem to care who gets caught in their war. The refugees here are in dire need of help. If the war doesn't kill them, cold or starvation will.
What can you tell me about the man who's supposed to be getting horses for the Inquisition?
Horsemaster Dennett. He lives on a farm to the west. Tough old fella. We haven't heard from him. Best we can tell, he's holed up until the Mages and Templars are done killing each other.
What can you tell me about the Templars?
All the Templars were called to Val Royeaux not long ago. These bastards ignored the order. Now they're killing rebel mages, along with any refugees they think are mage sympathizers. Every Templar I've ever known is wanting to protect the common folk. These men defile their order's good name.
What can you tell me about the rebel mages?
The real rebels are up north in Redcliffe, dug in and taking care of their own. The ones out here are just apostates, locked up in the circles all these years, and now they've gone mad with power. The rebels in Redcliffe have washed their hands of them. I wish we could do the same.
What other problems do these refugees face?
We've got some injuries that go beyond stitches and Elfrid. I know healers are in short supply, but if you can find someone in Redcliffe to help us, it would save a lot of lives.
You were concerned about refugees starving.
Yes. Many of them brought fat ears.
Is there anything we can do to help people deal with the cold?
I asked the Inquisition to send blankets. You'd think I was asking for a wagon of raw lyrium. A recruit named Whittle is trying to make what we can bring in last. If you have any ideas, talk to him across the road.
Farewell.
And you as well.
Alright, so who should we deal with first? I think we should take care of the mages, or take care of the Templars first.
Where are their coats?
What do you need to keep these refugees warm?
Or maybe I should go and get the Horsemaster Dennett stuff going first. Because once I get the towers going on the war table, it'll take some time to get it done. Then while I wait for that, I could do the, mages and the Templars.
Goodbye.
Alright. Yeah, horses. Good call. Alright, let's see. Let's get Varric set up here. I'd laugh so hard if I just started giving Varric dual weapons, like dual daggers. Just to mess them, because he uses Bianca. I'm not really going to use him much, so... let's put some abilities in some places. Solus. I like that ability myself. Maybe you'll like it as well. Kind of working on some cold magic. Oops, I do Cassandra too. Cassandra, thinking about using as one of my mains because I've never really used her much. There we go. Oh wait, I forgot to add that belt to my character. Gotta have those accessories, right?
Look at this.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
With power.
I see just as many Templars.
Like I'm shooting straight, but totally not.
We must continue on if we are to secure the Alliance.
For me personally, I used to always like doing a warrior. Like I was always a sword and shield guy, but I find that in this game in particular, I really like playing a mage because I like being able to control the field, and I can't seem to trust my AI mage to do its thing, and I don't always want to be, doing this stuff. Like, I don't know, I'm not much of a fan of using it. Some people might be, but I like to just pick the right characters, make sure they're set with the right abilities, and just let the AIs do their thing. But when it's a mage, like, I don't know, I find they're not as good as if I was playing one, say, because I know how I want the field to be, maintained. But, everyone has their own class. Which is your favorite to use? I do quite like the archer, too. Like, the damage that you can get up to is insane. I don't know what just happened there. My whole party just got wiped. Let's get the hell out of Dodge. And this is also what I like about playing a rogue. Hey guys, what's up? Oh, for sure. And it's a good class. Like I really like. It's probably like my second favorite. But like in the first game, like the first Dragon Age, I love playing a sword and shield. Missed it by that much. There we go. Damn wolves. I love how sometimes it glitches and just drops the loot right under my feet. Like I somehow ripped the bones and carcass right out of the animal and dragged them to me.
Fight with such determination.
The breach may have driven them mad, or perhaps a demon took command of the pack.
I have. I used to play it a bit on my Xbox 360, and then my brother, he moved away, and we kind of split up the games, and it kind of ended up with him, so I never really played it that much afterward. I do like the whole pawn system and having your little guys, and the boss fights, being able to like climb up on them and stuff. It was really neat, and fighting that Hydra for the, was it the first boss? I think, yeah, that was really fun. But I haven't gotten back around to playing it again. Probably one I might pick up again someday. Ooh, breach. Let's do it. And how you could have like other people's pawns and that kind of stuff was really neat too. That's a good way to do it. There you go. Oh. Try to pop up on me, will you?
I spy with my little eye.
No.
Oh, come now, Seeker. I'm just trying to be friendly.
Try to be quiet instead.
When you brought me along to talk, perish the thought.
think I want to make her a vanguard so that I can, like, you know, have her control the field a little bit and pull stuff to her while I pick it off. That sounds pretty handy. I like to take the express route.
This must be Master Dennett.
Let's look around.
Now, do you remember how you get deft tools for yourself, for your character? I cannot for the life of me remember how.
So you're the Inquisition, eh? Here you
Is that, or is that the spy?
High time someone did. Never thought it'd be a Hallow-Rider from the Wildlands, though. Name's Dennett. I served Arleman for 30 years as Horsemaster. I hear your Inquisition is looking for mounts.
It is. Can you help us?
Not at the moment. I can't just send 100 of the finest horses in Ferelden down the road like you send a letter. Every bandit between here and Haven would be on them like flies on crap. You'll have mounts once I know they won't end up as a cold winter's breakfast.
If you have a problem with me personally, I'd like to know about it.
What? This because I called you a Hallow-Rider? Those Hallow are damn majestic beasts. I'll give my right arm to ride one. My wife Elena manages the farms and Bron's in charge of my guards. They'll tell you what they need. Until then, you deserve something better than whatever knock-kneed plow neck they gave you. The chestnut over there is a purebred...
Oh, right.
I heard what my man said. If you want our horses, then we need our farmers back safe in their fields. Since the breach appeared, the wolves have gone mad. They come after our men like beasts with the water sickness. You deal with the wolves, and our farmers will be safe again.
How are these wolves acting differently from normal?
Normal wolves go after livestock, but come at them with a torch and a blade and they run. These beasts, though, it's like darkspawn during the Blight, or when the dead rose to attack us. They're possessed, or something like it. I've lost too many men to the beasts. I won't endanger more.
Farewell.
Good day to you.
The Master doesn't want me handing those refugees weapons until they've got any hope of defending themselves. If you put up a few watchtowers, we'd all have more warning before the next attack.
You said you had a way to help the refugees.
I do. There are too many hills in these parts, good places for raiders and bandits to gather. I've marked good spots on the map. You set up watchtowers there, I'll talk to the Master and get your people weapons.
Farewell.
It must have been some time since the renegade Templars faced a mage of any talent.
Soulless, everyone, tooting his own horn. I'm just gonna be off mic here for a few minutes, Gary. Any questions I can pop back on to answer, though. I was just saying how I'm gonna go off mic for a little bit, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask them and I can pop back on to answer them, but I'm just gonna have it off for the time being.